Hello there, Gomez from the LAN Up channel. We're going to be going through a deck today which is involving Draven and Vi. So, let's get into it. Okay, so today is a Draven and Vi combo. Enforcer's Axe is what I called it. So, what you can see, let's just quickly go through the deck. So, because you've got Draven in there, might as well have the ability to be able to draw Draven. Jerry Rig to be able to work with the Rummage or the Urchin, but also just like a good, if you need to get something in the way to stop damage from coming in, it's always good. Just standard Noxus Aggression, just like it to help either like build the board up to be able to do some damage, or just to be able to defend yourself. It's always good. Trow is actually in here for the main reason of if you have Vi in hand, it's a very quick just level her up twice, to get her damage up twice. So that just burst spell and then it gives you a card which costs 0. So it just really helps to get Vi's attack up. So I do like having that in the deck once you have Vi in hand. It also can just give you like a few things in the 2-cost slot between both of these isles. You can even potentially get something that can copy a minion, help with your board aggression, to do some more damage. I mean, there's a few things within this region in terms of like 2 costs that most things are going to be useful even for more damage and that. So I do like having it in deck. With some people, like I said, some people really don't like this card, but I really love it. Transfusion, mostly so you can either use that with the Disciple, or it can also help just to yet again buff Vi's damage up. So if you need to get up to her 10 attack, that's giving her +2, but then also it's giving her an extra 1 because you're using a card, because she buffs up every single time that you use a card. So it's cards like that I really like. It really works with Vi nicely. Draven might, just because Vi, once she's got that damage, she can hit a minion and then do 5 damage to the enemy core, but also if you throw an Overwhelm on there, most of the time she's doing more damage to the enemy core and then also punching that 5 in. So it's very nice. It's a very nice thing to have in terms of to put on top of Vi. Plus it also can get her attack up to, yet again, it's one of those cards that can help get her attack up to the 10, because when you play this, you're actually technically giving her +4 in her level 1 stage, because it's, yet again, playing a card on top of it as well. This is a really good card in terms of, yet again, if you play this on Vi in her early stage, it's giving her +5 plus quick attack, because it's also, which it says it's playing a card, so it's 4 plus the 1 from playing a card. So it's just a really quick way of leveling her up. Most of the things in there are just really quick little buffs to give to Vi to level her up. Whirling Death is mostly in here, and also like the lovely thing about having duplicate Draven is that it gives you more Whirling Death. It's really nice to have with Vi, because her whole thing when she levels up is to, whenever you strike a unit, it deals 5 damage. So, and obviously this is striking a battling unit, so you can actually just when you're attacking, throw everything forward. If they throw more things forward in defense, start throwing blades out towards it from Vi, so that she's striking more units while you're attacking, doing more damage to that enemy core. So it's very nice to have as a whole piece. Yet again, this is just my take on the deck. If there's any other variations or there's anything that you want to change, please let me know in the comment section down below. Yes, I think that this widget is quite a nice deck. We will get into a few matches, but widget at this moment in time, sorry. Shameless plug time. All links there. I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays doing Legends of Runeterra, so if you want to get involved with that, please do. At this moment in time, I'm actually doing a giveaway at the end of every stream where I'm giving away a Spirit Blossom pass. So all you got to do, show up to the stream, watch it for a bit, or watch it just follow or whatnot, just to give you enough nuts, because the in-game, or the Twitch currency is called nuts. Spend those nuts on giveaway tickets. You can get as many giveaway tickets as you want for that stream, and at the end of it, I take all the giveaway tickets and put them in a random draw. Wherever name comes up wins. So the more tickets you put in, obviously the more chance you have of winning. Yeah, I don't wish I said, but it's only if you want to. Do not feel that you have to. Twitter, Instagram, I'm active on all of these things, as well as obviously on YouTube. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, please feel free to. Anything helps. Comments, likes, everything, that it all helps. I said I would love to make this more my thing. that I do. I know that I say it's in every video now, but I do apologise. It's just so that you know my goal is the idea of it. Because I'd love to continuously just give you Legends of Runeterra content. I hope that you enjoy it. If you enjoy, I mean that's one of the things. If you're enjoying it, then hopefully you would be subscribing and following to support. But if not, do not worry about it. The options are just there. They're free. The options are there. If you don't want them, then do not take them. It's absolutely fine. Now then, let's get into a few matches with this deck and see how it goes. Ooh, shields up. Well, barriers up, more like. Barriers up. Shit, you don't really see much of Shen these days. I've heard that he's still around with like Fiora decks and whatnot like that, but you don't really see him that much. Ooh, actually starting off with Vi. I'm actually going to get rid of Draven just because I'm going to get Draven back through his biggest fan. So get another draw out of that. But yeah, actually starting off with Vi in hand is always like the dream for anyone playing Vi, just because every card you're playing is just helping to level her up before actually playing her. But yeah, no, the Bubble Boys. Bubble Boy's back in town. Shields up. Okay. It's fine. We'll be fine. If I keep telling myself I'll be fine, I'll end up being fine, right? That's how that works. So it's just yet again just helping to level up. And it's giving me another card on top of that to help level her up as well, which is always nice. That's why I really do like that card in this deck in terms of Trowel, just because it does. I'm actually going to leave it. Leave it because it gives me a better chance to trade. I mean, it gives him more chance to get spells, but I'm fine with that. Could have played Draven. Yet again, so we're nearly leveled up Vi already.
My first big mission.
So basically, by the time we're going to be playing Vi on turn 5, she's near enough going to be leveled up. The great thing, obviously, about Draven's axes as well is that it works to combo with her ability as well, because you can give the axes to her, yet again buffing her for 2, basically, every single time. So it just helps. All these things really do help to level Vi up. Right. So I could throw Draven out. My option here is either throw Draven out or I can die, which I'm going to actually disciple into Demolitionist just because I feel like this is the better move right now. It levels Vi up
For the glory of Noxus,
and creates a lot of damage.
I am one with the land.
Now then, this is where we regret all of our decisions, but I'd rather go for this attack. I definitely shouldn't have thrown the Disciple forward, because that was... I mean, he might not notice it. It appears that he's not noticed it in amongst the attack. I actually made the same mistake in one of the other videos in terms of...
No closer.
what was it? The last deck that I was doing, like where I put the Disciple forward where she would be traded. But the person didn't actually spot it. I don't know whether or not that was in the video or whether or not it was just in one of the games I played with the deck, but...
Is that all?
it's fine. It's now getting to the point where they're starting to... there's less cards in their hand, and so it's starting to get like problematic for them. The best part about playing Vi now is that... okay, right, no, they're not gonna... oh, are they gonna... I mean, they've got Ionia, which is always a problem, just because of the chance for recall. He doesn't have the Will of Ionia chance at the moment because he's used too much mana, but there's always the chance of a Will of Ionia against this. See, I really thought he was not gonna do the trade because he knows, unless okay, right, he's gonna. There we go. That's the reason why. That's the reason. Baited. I got baited. I should have left it. Should have left it. The one thing that I would say about Vi that I don't like about her is her card text. Because her card text just says, when I strike with 10 damage, she levels up. She does not actually have the card text of, say, somebody like Fiora, where it says, I have to survive that. So, because like Fiora's one is like, I have to kill 2 minions and survive, which is the damage. But hers doesn't actually say that. Hers just says, all I need to do is, ooh, okay. Could do some discarding. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna actually just keep it so that I've got things on board. And leave it. But yeah, no, like, basically, so that's the one thing I would say. Her level up text is very misleading in that it should say I need to survive it. Because sadly, she's not leveled up right now. Even though she technically struck for 10 damage, died in the process, but she did still strike for 10 damage. Okay. So what I can do, there's most likely going to be bubbles because I'm expecting there to be bubbles, if I'm going to be honest, but in case there's no bubble, probably should have left it for the draw. But yeah, now I'm expecting there to be a bubble up now. Bubble up. Yeah. The only plus side about this is that this should level Draven up. See, because even if Draven were to die, he would still get the level up from striking with his axes. At least I think he does, from what I remember. What does he? That's actually a good point. If Draven dies, but he's struck twice, does he still level up? Right, I'm actually going to get rid of both of these in order to give me some draw. There's Vi. Right. So.
One girl wrecking crew.
So that instantly buffs her for 5. It's not going to be enough, but it's more the fact that it also gives her a quick attack.
Let's do this.
He did not have a bubble up. No bubble up there. I did also have his axes if they were needed. Like if there was a bubble. Ooh. He's not. See, the thing of it, that's why I find Shen, like, he has to see the bubbles happen, which, to be fair, he does make bubbles happen himself. But yeah, that's the one thing I find difficult about making Shen work, is that, like, you know, because he just needs to see that. So I mean, you do. Okay, so it's gonna go for killing Draven. I could. Alright. So I can actually axe up Draven, and then from the axes, just to make sure that that dies. I mean, to be fair, he could still have bubbles in there, but I prefer just not to have Shen on the board. It also gives me the axes in hand so that I can get rid of something with the urchin. And just more axes to give to Vi as well. That's why it's so nice. Like, leveled up Draven and his axes really does help Vi out a lot. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, obviously there's always chance for bubble up. And so, see, the thing is, like, even now, like, there's no, I need another minion on board because I can't trade with anything, this is where the annoyance. That's what I mean, that I find her level up ability so annoying, is that she needs to try. Actually, I mean, I guess that I could just throw in all the damage and then overwhelm on top of it, so that even if there is a bubble, that there is still death here. So as long as I keep myself, I'm just hoping that there's not a recall, because there's totally gonna be a recall. Right. So I mean, there's totally gonna be a recall, but just in case there's not a recall. Ah, Well played, sir. Well played. Just that denial of that is one of my favourite emotes. I'm not gonna lie, that is one of my favourite emotes, but the not today! Right, it's fine, it's fine. Because we're now both in the same stage of top decking, so I can live with that. I know that there's a few draw mechanics in my deck. It doesn't mean there's no draw mechanics in his deck. I just know there's a few draw mechanics in mine that might help me. The only problem is that, like, I mean, we got rid of one of each of his champions. His champions are annoying. Like, if they come back up again. And he hasn't actually leveled up either of them. We've at least leveled up Draven. Okay, trail of evidence.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
The annoyance is he's probably got a Radiant Guardian in hand, and so I don't really want to kill anything. Oh, you're about to see the most stupidest move that I'm gonna regret for the rest of my life. I'm expecting a switcheroo. Yeah. I was gonna say I'm expecting a switcheroo or Radiant Guardian, or actually no, he can't use both. I was gonna say it's gonna be switcheroo and then something devastating. Okay, right now. All these cards are just so useful when I've got Vi. Oh. Where's my draw? Literally, it's the only move I can do. I'm taking so much damage, but it's the only move I could do. I need to keep somebody on ball just so I can at least trade. But even then, yep, no, it's over. It's over. Game over. Nothing I can do right now. Literally nothing I can do. It was the I'm still fan of it. Oh, your remote game is on point, sir. Oh, your remote game is on point. Nothing I can do about this. And then it's just instant trade next turn. I know I'm done. I know when I'm done. Just the actually, you're a remote gamers, but actually no, you're taking the piss. I thought you were just gonna go for an instant attack, but now you're also healing yourself up. None of that, mate. None of that. Okay, so just going to throw in a progress day. Just one copy of progress day, just because I just need. While playing this, I found that I just need that little extra bit of, like, the idea that little extra bit of draw is going to come out of somewhere. So I could technically get rid of two things and put 2 progress days in, but which technically maybe I should. But at this moment in time, I'm just going to throw out the one progress day. So this is a change that I will be putting in the mid of the video after the first match. But you know, I just need a little bit more draw, it feels, in this deck. Ooh, a no champion deck. I mean, it's got to have it's going to be Undying, isn't it? It's going to be Undying with the vulnerable things, like in order to, like I said, it's going to have what is it? Like stuff which makes things vulnerable, which means that they can attack with the Undying. I'll take this though as being a thing, but yeah, no. So as I said, like, this is actually the first time that I've changed the deck midway in terms of yeah, I just think they needed more draw. I said, like, you could always take out something and put some bookies in, or I just like having a progress day personally, but like potentially the bookies might be a better plan for discarding Draven's axes for draw. So that might end up being like the way that this deck should play and go. I might actually just play this, help level up Vi, and also just have something to defend myself on board. Not exactly the best play, because obviously you want to be getting that damage into their Nexus, but I can live with this decision. But with Vi, in regards to Vi, I still think that her level up should be when she, like, even if she dies, she levels up. So hitting it for 10, but even dying, she still levels up. But that's just how I think personally. Because I mean, there's other champions who have got like ooh. Yeah, no, fine, it's fine. I'll allow Draven to die. Next turn, I think I throw Vi out. I could actually go with Progress Day for significant draw. He's not playing a turn. Vengeance is most likely in here. I'm expecting a Vengeance move, in all honesty. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we should be fine. I just like to make sure. Like, I wish there was a thing which let you know exactly how many cards were in your hand. Just like a little number on the side. Is there actually? Is it going to be something that I just haven't noticed? But there is actually something that tells you. Just because it's good to know how many cards are in your hand. Because you know you're going to burn at 10, so. Am I going to regret? I just want to make sure that we're kind of like past the Vengeance bit. Once I know that I'm past Vengeance. you don't want me to have that security, do you? Right. We have the attack. Because I wouldn't be able to get Vi to 10 attack this turn anyway. I could get her up to 9 attack if I were to axe. But I wouldn't be able to get up to 10 attack. So I'd rather... Ooh, using the whale after I've hit in. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, just to help level up. And actually, now that there's 2 of them in hand, the fact that I'm leveling up both of them is quite nice. I could keep this in hand because of the amount of discard in this deck, but I'm actually going to play that forward. Keep some mana back. There we go. Finally. Finally, he actually played. But to be fair, I wouldn't be able to do that trade-off anyway. But at least he's now played something so I can get Vi on the board. That's not to say that there's not going to be a massively big Vengeance next turn, or even that, or even what's his face? Ooh, it's a big man move. So this deck is all about treasure. Yar, treasure. Fair play, fair play. Good, I guess you passed this turn. Yeah, God, yes. Yes! Allow me to level up my Vi. Actually, I'm just going to actually throw... no, I will... I'll sacrifice that. But, you know, allow me to level up my Vi. So... Let's see now, what's going to be my best way of leveling her up? I guess an axe. But what to get rid of? Oh, I'm going to get rid of Transfusion. I'm probably going to end up regretting that decision. But I'm going to get rid of Transfusion for this. It means that Richard Vi levels up, which means the one in my hand's going to be leveled up. So even if he does have a Vengeance, it's fine. So he is just all about... This deck is all about treasure. Oh my god, I thought this was going to be an Undying deck. I legitimately thought this was going to be an Undying deck. I did not expect this. I did not expect this. This is new. This is new. Okay. I'm actually going to throw this into this. And then throw that on top of it. I could technically whirl, or I could throw Might on this. And Might would actually kill him. My problem is that I'm near Vengeance. I'm in Vengeance territory, so I'd rather save that. Actually, I'm gonna put you out as well, just so that if I need to do something, I can. Okay, well, I was really expecting Vengeance. Really expecting Vengeance. I'm I need to just do moves. I need to just not worry about it, just go for doing moves, because technically, yeah, we could have thrown a might on top of that. Should have just gone for it. Should have just gone for it. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of myself. Oh, there's the Runation. There's the Runation. Or at least, sorry, there's one of the Runations. Right, we've still got Vi in hand. So that's why I'm like, I know there's a chance of Runation. Oh, just he's got so many treasures. He's got so, like, this. I was not expecting this. In all honesty, I was not expecting this deck that I'm currently up against. It is amazing and I love it, but I was not expecting it. Oh, 5 damage to all. Luckily, and actually no, sorry, that's the treasures. Not the 5 damage to all one. I'm talking bollocks. Alright. I mean, that's gonna die anyway. That's gonna die anyway, so I'm actually just gonna throw that forward into that. If he lets me. There we go. Yeah. I'm actually just gonna leave it. We have to go for open attack. Like, open attack is like our best friend right now. Does he not run Vengeance? Legitimate question. I mean, this is something. Oh, this is devastating. In terms of, like, that is such a good move. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this. Right.
I don't need a plan.
I'm actually gonna throw these forward as well, so that if he throws that forward, I can throw a Whirling Death into one of them. But we're gonna go with this because literally we have to now. So let's do it. So throwing the Overwhelm on there. Where's he going? What's he gonna do? What's the plan? He's not I mean, he is dead if he doesn't do anything. A big part of it was the Whirling Death. No, take the victory. don't start doing silly bollocks. Just take the victory. That's why I like putting Overwhelm on top of Vi, because it is devastating. So that is the Enforcer's Axe. I think that it's a great concept. Whether or not it works competitively or not, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, there was actually a post, I think, that was on Reddit where there's actually a Draven and Vi deck going around, which is in the top 200 in Masters, I think, or something along those lines competitively. I just made a deck that I thought like it was sounding good with the concept. So I don't actually know what the actual deck is. There's probably a far more refined one out there. I just like this version of it for personal use. But yeah, please let me know down below if you use this deck, how it goes for you. If you make any changes to it, alterations, please also let me know. I think that it does need maybe some bookies in order for extra draws, especially when you start getting Draven and leveled up and you've got those axes continuously in hand. Although they work well on top of Vi, also they could be being discarded for draw, because I think the draw is really needed in this deck. So let me know how it goes. All that's left to say is make sure that you catch me if you enjoyed this. Then why not hit that subscribe button? I've got content coming out continuously. Well, at least that's the plan. Not every day yet, but at some point, maybe, hopefully in the future. Yes, I also stream on Twitch, so Mondays and Wednesdays at this moment in time on Twitch. So if you want to get over there and check that out, hit that follow button, please feel free to do so. There's currently a giveaway, as I said earlier on, going on there. So the Spirit Blossom event, I'm currently giving away a pass at the end of every stream. So to find out about that and whatnot, just tune in, or you can just put ! giveaway in the chat, and I think that shares most of the stuff I remember. Yeah, so other than that, all stuff says, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you next time, and yes, bye. He's very lucky. Let's hope that I can find. Oh! When you still find lethal from your opponent's deck, when they do everything they can, but you still use their own deck against them in such incredible force. See?